Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make chimichangas. So y'all know when I make Mexican, I make my own salsa, my own guacamole, because I do not like the store-bought stuff. I do eat like salsa from the store, but like when I just make regular tacos and stuff. But when I be cooking for y'all, I gotta go all in. Like I gotta make my own salsas. But anyway, before we get started, y'all, make sure y'all get y'all cookbooks. They are on Amazon. I always forget to tell y'all they are in. It is the link is also in the description below. So don't forget about that. It's right next to all the ingredients and all of that in the description below. Just press that more button and you will see it. Okay. You go to Amazon. You can search my name or you can just search the title of the book. Okay. Get cooking and keep cooking. And without further ado, y'all, let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so this chuck roast I am going to cut in half because I really don't think we need this whole entire thing. This is 6 pounds, so we're gonna just use half of it because we don't need this much. Okay, so we're just gonna use half of that chuck roast. We're gonna do 1 whole onion, bay leaves, and some garlic cloves. And right now, y'all, I'm just gonna use a little bit of salt. The reason why I'm using only a little bit of salt is because we're going to do some taco seasoning in here. And we're going to blend it with our sauce that we're going to make to put in here a little later. So y'all can use beef broth or whatever. I'm just about to use water just because we're about to have a lot of flavor. And I'll fill it just enough to cover the meat and then that's it. So y'all can see that was just about 2 cups of water. We're going to leave this in here for about 4 to 5 hours. Then we're going to come back and put the sauce in. Checking on this meat and it's pretty much breaking up. I'm going to use some of this water from my chilies. Okay, so we're going to make the sauce, right? I just did the chilies and let me just show y'all what chilies I used. I used the Chile Ancho. I used the Chile Nuevo, Mexico, yeah. I use the Chile California. Y'all don't have to use all these. You don't really have to use them at all. But this is just what I'm doing because I like for it to be authentic. It's possible. It's possible, okay? Now what I did with these, y'all, is just took all the seeds out because I know it's going to be hot. It's going to be too hot if I don't. So I just removed all the seeds. And I just toasted it on the stove. Not till it starts smoking, but just like for a couple seconds. I just decided to add some of the water from the meat in there and let that sit in there with the lid on for about 10 minutes. So what we're going to do is take these chilies and just pour them into the blender. I accidentally put a bay leaf in there. I'm going to take that out. Okay, then we're using a half of a small onion, garlic cloves. I just added some extra ones. And then I took the garlic cloves out of the meat and I'm going to use those as well. And then like a little onion that was in there. And then the seasonings, y'all. This is, I got the seasonings over here because I don't remember all these. It's salt, crushed red peppers, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, oregano, cumin, and black pepper. And if y'all don't want to do all these seasonings, you can just use taco seasoning. What you want? And then I'm going to use 2 of these whole peeled tomatoes. And a little bit of juice. Now we're going to blend until smooth. Ooh, that's strong. Now we're going to taste it. Now, if it's too hot, it's not hot at all. I forgot to tell y'all, y'all can add a Chipotle pepper too if you want it to be spicy. If this was too spicy, I would have added some more tomatoes. But since it's not, we good to go. Now we're going to pour this in our meat. Now we're gonna let this finish cooking in this sauce. Okay, so now we're gonna make a little bit of a salsa, okay? We're gonna take that other half of that onion, and I just made it into like some small little pieces like that. A few more garlic cloves. You wanna come in?
Just drop my phone in the book.
I ain't doing that. One jalapeno just made into like small little pieces. Oh, you don't want to come over here and do that? A little cilantro. You want to do it behind the camera? That's crazy. Then a little lime and salt and pepper. Y'all, I completely forgot about the tomatoes. This is why you need to get out. Tomatoes, the rest of the tomatoes that I used for the sauce, and I just de-seeded them and took off the juice and stuff. A little black pepper and some kosher salt. Now we're gonna put the lid on this, and we just gonna, if you have a food processor, use a food processor, because we don't want this to be smooth. We want just like chops, like finely like chopped, right? So yeah, we're gonna use a different setting on here, but we're gonna do it. It says salsa right here, diced chopped, so we're gonna use that. There we go. Now let's taste it. We finna use these, y'all. My brother put me on these fire. Okay, we finna taste it with these. Shorty, come taste this. Now for another sauce we about to make is this sour cream one. So take the sour cream. We're not gonna use a lot. That's good enough. Take a lime. Just a half. Yeah, be careful not to spill it. And y'all, we just want this to get as smooth as possible, because this is what we're gonna drizzle on top. Yeah. Now for the guacamole. If y'all don't like guacamole, you can go ahead and skip this step. What I did was put a half of a purple onion in here and a little bit of garlic, and I just finely chopped minced garlic and onion. And I usually put tomatoes in mine, but I'm not going to today. I got some jalapeno, one jalapeno that I just chopped up. We're gonna put that in here. We're going with a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of cumin. Usually don't use cumin, but why not? Okay, so then we're gonna take our avocado and just squeeze it in here. Just like that. Can't forget the lime. Child. Then you just gonna mash it up. Then we just mix it up a little bit. Whatever consistency y'all like for y'all avocado. This is how mine look. Okay? Now that we're done with all these sauces, let's get these burritos or chimichangas made up.
A big ass rat.
You take your tortilla. We get the large tortillas. See which side I want to use. I'm gonna use this side. Then you're gonna take some of this meat, y'all. Look at the meat. I shredded up the meat. Look how good it looked. Oh. Put it down here in the middle. And y'all can do this with chicken too. Some refried beans. Just gonna put a little of that on top. But you wanna make sure it still can close up, so you don't wanna make it too big. And then a whole lot of cheese. You want to fold like that. I like to fold the corners in because I don't like for them to spill out when I make burritos or anything like that. Then you want to take this slurry right here. It's nothing but flour and water. 1 teaspoon of flour and 3 tablespoons of water. Okay? This is like our glue that's going to make it stick, because we don't want it to pop open. Roll that bad boy up. and you have a burrito. We're gonna set them to the side and then we're gonna fry them. I gotta show y'all this meat because I don't think y'all understand. Y'all, look at this meat. Oh, sorry. Look how, ooh wee. It's more in the crock pot, y'all. This ain't it, but I knew I wasn't gonna need that whole roast because this is a lot of meat. Don't try to overstuff it, y'all, because we are using refried beans and stuff like that. So we up to 350. We a little bit past, but we straight. All right, and then you just gonna drop it in. Fry for about 2 minutes. Y'all, then we want to take these out and put it on a wire rack. Okay, like that. Let it drain the grease off. You're gonna take your chimichanga, that sour cream that we made with that lime, and do the best you can to drizzle, okay? Guac on top. A little bit of salsa on top of that. That's how we make it look pretty, y'all. Okay, y'all, just look how delicious it looks. But y'all know this is how it came out. Don't forget the grocery list is in the description below, and also the cookbook. Let me know what else y'all want to cook, what y'all want to see, what y'all want to learn.
Hit that subscribe button.